Life is inherently unpredictable. We often find ourselves at the mercy of situations beyond our control, unexpected events, challenges, crises, and changes that can shake our foundations. However, rather than viewing ourselves as fragile beings that can easily shatter under pressure, we have the capacity to become flexible, adaptable, and resilient. In this lesson, we will explore the concept of flexibility as a mindset, the importance of resilience, and practical strategies to cultivate a flexible approach to life. This lesson aims to help you foster the qualities necessary to navigate life's curveballs effectively. We will draw from philosophy, psychology, and real-life examples to reinforce the idea that flexibility, rather than fragility, is the key to personal growth and resilience. Lesson 1. Understanding flexibility versus fragility. In the face of life's unpredictability, understanding the difference between fragility and flexibility is crucial. Fragility often leaves us feeling overwhelmed and unable to cope with unexpected challenges. When we view ourselves as fragile, we may adopt a victim mentality, believing we are helpless to influence our circumstances. This mindset can lead to anxiety, avoidance of challenges, and an inability to bounce back from setbacks. In contrast, flexibility allows us to adapt and respond effectively when faced with adversity. A flexible mindset fosters resilience, enabling us to bend instead of breaking when life throws curveballs. This lesson focuses on identifying the traits and behaviors associated with both fragility and flexibility. Defining fragility and flexibility. Fragility is characterized by a lack of resilience. Fragile individuals might approach challenges with a rigid mindset, fearing failure and discomfort. They may become easily distressed by criticisms or unexpected changes, often feeling stuck and unable to find solutions. This mindset limits personal growth and creates barriers to developing new skills or perspectives. On the other hand, flexibility embodies adaptability. Someone with a flexible mindset understands that life will have ups and downs and is prepared to navigate them. Flexible individuals often strip away rigid expectations and embrace uncertainty, seeing challenges as opportunities to learn. This adaptability fosters a growth mindset, promoting continuous self-improvement and resilience. Key characteristics: fragility, overwhelmed by stress. Fragile individuals often find themselves paralyzed when faced with stress, impacting their decision-making and emotional well-being. Rigid thinking patterns. They may hold rigid beliefs about how things should be or operate, which hinders them from adapting to new circumstances. Avoidance of challenges. Fragile individuals tend to back away from challenges, fearing failure and its consequences. Flexibility embraces change. Flexible individuals welcome change and approach uncertainty with curiosity and openness. Multiple perspectives. They are willing to consider different viewpoints, helping them adapt their strategies and responses to varying situations. Problem-solving engagement. A commitment to finding solutions fosters resilience, making flexible individuals resourceful in times of adversity. The impacts of mindset. Recognizing the impacts of a fragile versus flexible mindset on our lives is essential for personal growth. Fragility often leads to negative emotions like anxiety, frustration, and helplessness, creating a cycle of avoidance and stagnation. Flexible mindsets, however, result in empowerment, allowing individuals to take charge of their lives, respond to situations creatively, and build deeper connections with others. By understanding the significance of adopting a flexible mindset, we are better equipped to face life's inevitable changes. In the next lesson, we will explore the psychological underpinnings of flexibility, focusing on resilience and cognitive flexibility, and how they enhance our ability to cope with challenges. Lesson 2. The psychology of being flexible. As we venture deeper into the psychology behind flexibility, understanding the concepts of resilience and cognitive flexibility is paramount. Both of these psychological constructs highlight our ability to adapt to new information and situations, ultimately shaping how we respond to challenges. The science of resilience is widely defined as the ability to bounce back from adversity, trauma, or stress. Psychologists have identified several factors that contribute to resilience, including emotional regulation, optimism, and social support. Individuals who are resilient typically demonstrate a positive outlook that enables them to view challenges as temporary setbacks rather than insurmountable obstacles. Understanding resilience begins with recognizing that it is not an inherent trait. Instead, it can be cultivated through practice and intention. Resilient individuals actively engage in self-care, cope with stress by employing effective strategies, and seek help from friends or mentors when needed. This process of building resilience involves recognizing our emotional responses to challenges, learning from experiences, and fostering a solution-oriented mindset. Lesson 3. The practice of mindfulness. Mindfulness is a powerful practice that complements Stoic principles by promoting awareness of our thoughts, emotions, and reactions. In the context of small annoyances, mindfulness helps us cultivate an intentional response rather than succumbing to reactive impulses. Through mindfulness, we can observe our experiences without getting consumed by them, allowing us to maintain a sense of inner calm. To incorporate mindfulness into our daily lives, we can start with simple breathing techniques. When faced with a minor irritation, like a long line at the store or a slow colleague, taking a moment to focus on our breath can ground us in the present. By inhaling deeply and exhaling slowly, we create space for reflection. This practice not only diffuses immediate frustration, but also reinforces our ability to remain composed in future situations. Another effective approach is observation journaling. By jotting down daily irritations and our reactions to them, we gain insight into patterns of behavior. Over time, we can reflect on the frequency and impact of these annoyances, helping us to assess whether they truly deserve our emotional energy. This process enhances our self-awareness, a key component of Stoicism. Mindfulness also requires us to limit distractions, enabling us to focus on the present moment fully. In a world filled with notifications and interruptions, carving out quiet time to reflect can deepen our mindfulness practice. As we learn to observe and acknowledge our emotional responses without judgment, we cultivate the ability to let the small stuff slide, ultimately enriching our experience of life. Lesson 4. Reframing perspective. Through negative visualization. Negative visualization, a technique central to Stoic thought, involves imagining potential adverse scenarios that could unfold in our lives. This exercise encourages us to consider the worst-case situations, allowing us to appreciate our current circumstances more profoundly. When confronted with minor irritations, applying negative visualization can serve as a powerful tool to adjust our perspective. For example, consider the frustration of a delayed commute. Instead of reacting with irritation, we can take a moment to visualize a scenario in which we face significant challenges, perhaps being stuck in an accident or dealing with a more severe transportation crisis. By realizing that our current situation, while inconvenient, is relatively mild in comparison, we cultivate gratitude for what we have. This practice also fosters resilience. When we recognize that our frustrations are often trivial compared to potential hardships, we become more willing to let go of minor grievances. Daily irritations lose their weight, becoming mere ripples on the surface of our lives. By practicing negative visualization, we enhance our ability to accept circumstances as they are and focus on what truly matters. The essence of negative visualization lies in its ability to reframe our perspectives. By choosing to acknowledge the positive aspects of our situations, we reclaim our emotional power. This Stoic exercise not only prepares us for unforeseen challenges, but also acts as a reminder that most small stuff we encounter is not worth our time or energy. Through this lens, we cultivate a mindset of acceptance and tranquility, allowing us to let the small stuff slide effortlessly. Lesson 5. The importance of choosing our battles. In the quest for a peaceful life, an essential Stoic lesson is recognizing that not all battles are worth fighting. When we permit ourselves to engage with every annoyance or disagreement, we squander valuable energy and emotional resources. Learning to choose our battles wisely is crucial to maintaining both our tranquility and our efficacy in life. To cultivate this discernment, it is helpful to evaluate whether a situation aligns with our core values and long-term goals. Is responding to a minor inconvenience worth the potential stress or fallout? Often the answer is no. Letting go of the urge to react allows us to conserve our energy for matters that truly matter, preserving our emotional health and paving the way for more constructive interactions. One practical strategy is to establish a personal threshold for what deserves a response. By identifying specific values, such as kindness, respect, or personal integrity, we can screen experiences through this lens. If a situation does not violate these values, we might consciously decide to let it slide. This practice fosters a sense of inner peace and fortitude as we prioritize our emotional well-being over transient irritations. Furthermore, it's worth remembering that engaging in every minor conflict often leads to mental exhaustion and burnout. By choosing not to react to small stuff, we cultivate a sense of serenity and clarity. This choice not only lessens the burden of negativity in our lives, but also strengthens our relationships, as people appreciate those who prioritize harmony over drama. Ultimately, learning to choose our battles is a vital step towards leading a more composed and meaningful life. Lesson 6. Developing emotional resilience. Emotional resilience is the capacity to recover from setbacks and adapt positively to challenges. Letting the small stuff slide is an integral part of building this resilience. As we begin to practice the Stoic principles of acceptance and emotional management, we naturally cultivate the strength to confront more significant challenges with grace. Resilience is developed through consistent practice. By repeatedly allowing ourselves to let go of trivial annoyances, we reinforce a mindset that appreciates the impermanence of emotions. For instance, when faced with a minor setback, like missing a deadline or receiving criticism, we can practice observing our initial reactions and consciously choosing a more measured response. Over time, this approach strengthens our ability to navigate emotional turmoil, making it easier to manage larger obstacles as they arise. Engaging in reflective journaling is another effective method to enhance emotional resilience. By documenting incidents that provoke frustration or anger, along with our responses, we can identify patterns and triggers. This self-awareness empowers us to address our emotional responses more thoughtfully, leading to increased control over our reactions. Additionally, sharing experiences with trusted friends or mentors can bolster resilience. Discussing minor irritations and their negligible impact often brings clarity and reassurance. It fosters a collective understanding that we are not alone in navigating life's challenges, further strengthening our emotional toolkit. Ultimately, developing emotional resilience through the practice of letting the small stuff slide allows us to embrace life with greater confidence and composure. As we cultivate this resilience, we empower ourselves to face what truly matters with courage and grace, knowing that we have the capacity to rise above the everyday frustrations life presents. Lesson 7. Fostering healthy relationships. The ability to let small stuff slide is not only beneficial for our own internal peace but also for the health of our relationships. When we choose to overlook minor annoyances, whether they come from family, friends, or colleagues, we create an environment conducive to understanding, patience, and cooperation. By prioritizing harmony over friction, we enhance the quality of our interactions. One vital aspect of fostering healthy relationships is practicing empathy. When someone's behavior irritates us, it's essential to recognize that everyone has their struggles. By approaching situations from a place of understanding, we can choose to respond with kindness rather than irritation. This mindset shift not only promotes better communication, but also clarifies our priorities. Maintaining a healthy relationship is often far more important than responding to every small annoyance. Moreover, open and honest communication is crucial. If a particular behavior persists and genuinely troubles us, it's essential to express our feelings calmly and constructively. By addressing issues without blame or anger, we create an opportunity for growth and understanding. This respectful approach encourages those in our lives to appreciate our perspective and fosters a more significant sense of collaboration. Additionally, letting the small stuff slide can strengthen trust and emotional safety in relationships. When we allow minor grievances to pass unnoticed, we invite others to do the same, elevating our connections beyond occasional irritations to more profound bonds based on mutual respect and shared values. In summary, cultivating the ability to let the small stuff slide significantly impacts the quality of our relationships. Through empathy, open communication, and a commitment to harmony, we establish connections that withstand minor disturbances. By prioritizing our relationships, we invest in a more peaceful and supportive life. Lesson 8. The long-term benefits of letting go. Learning to let the small stuff slide yields numerous long-term benefits, enhancing both our well-being and personal growth over time. By disentangling ourselves from minor irritations, we create the mental space needed for pursuing meaningful goals and experiences. This shift in focus is crucial for leading a life steeped in purpose and fulfillment. One significant benefit is the reduction of stress. When we cultivate a mindset that dismisses trivial grievances, we actively reduce the sources of daily frustration,